Damu Kiwe Conversation, the only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
West. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Voice of the West Coast. Home of the culture. Duse M's to die. We got the content. Eddieboy, my Fed friends in Carson play Big U wiretaps to me. Wait. Big U's wiretaps are under a protective order. If someone plays or shows them these wiretaps, right, or shows them the paperwork revealing information that is protected under seal by order from the judge in Big U cases, they can go to jail. But the feds can show Eddieboy and let him listen to Big U wiretaps. This shit is nasty work. Then you got Cowboy, Thundercat. Oh, yeah. Thundercat is tripping. He on Nina Boy, but he also on Christopher Lovejoy, CS2 back, and Crackhead Eddie. Hey, listen, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We finna get into it. We gonna start off with Crackhead Eddie, flame him up, and then we'll get into Thundercat after that. Man, Thundercat is applying pressure right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. This boy be telling on himself. So you know he gonna tell on somebody else. Let's go.
Good morning, people. Y'all see what it is. See that? It's Westwood, California. Y'all can't see over there. It says Go Bruins. But y'all see what I'm rocking. Good morning, people. Assalamu alaikum. I'm rocking into a law. And I just want to touch on a few things, man. I want to talk about the wiretaps. And I want to talk about it because a lot of people don't understand, man, the severity of you being surveillance. You being connected with certain individuals, talking to certain individuals on the phone, sitting there talking records, agreeing to whatever that individual got going on, even though you're not even a part of it, you're just agreeing to it. And by you agreeing to it that becomes like a conspiracy charge, a wiretap charge, or whatever the case may be. So you guys have to be careful, man, on these jacks, on these phones, because you can get charged or you can get implicated in a conspiracy that you have nothing to do with, bro. Pay attention to that. I'm gonna tell you how cold the federal government is. And I never caught no federal case, something like that. I got jacked up. Yeah, I did. I caught a gun case way long time ago.
Oh shit! Don't even sound like a broken slave, man. Let me tell you how cold these fans is. He's scared. He's broken, right? I ain't never did no federal time. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I did catch a federal case. It was a gun case, but my little bro came and he cleared me up off of it, so it got dismissed. Bro, just listen. These niggas be telling on themselves, bro.
Oh man, but it got dismissed by Alhamdulillah because baby bro came and said it was here, but they was trying to charge me. But they dismissed it. But I never had a chance to basically go through that system or anything like that. But I'm gonna tell you how cold the federal government is, man. These dudes, bro, you could be playing ball somewhere. You can be at dinner somewhere. You can be out with your kids somewhere. You can be somewhere at work. You can be somewhere, anywhere you have to be, bro. They will calmly push up on you, bro. I'm talking about calmly push up on you. They'll introduce themselves. They'll say your full last name. They'll know your history.
They'll say your full last name. They'll know your history. So is this was you speaking from experience, Eddie boy? Is this how the feds approached you? You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
They'll know everything about you, your movements, everything, who you're dealing with, who your friends, who your associate is, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it is, etc., etc., etc. They'll push up on you, bro. And if they want you to help them in any type of way, form, or fashion, they're gonna start playing some of them wiretaps, bro. They're gonna start playing some of them conversations that individuals talking records, talking bad about you, talking about what they want to do to you over the phone. Um, they're gonna make sure that they try to convince you to cooperate whatever they have going on, even though they may have an airtight case, but they still gonna want you to try to cooperate because they're gonna feel that that's another charge or another way for them to get that particular individual.
So even though they feel they got a strong case against Big U, they've approached Eddieboy and they want information against Big U to make sure that's another way that they got him that he don't get out. So they've been talking to Eddieboy. This is what Eddieboy talking. You know how you know he talking about himself? Listen.
So you guys got to understand, man, that these people, bro, they don't play fair, man. And they sometimes they come off very convincing. I'm talking about very, very convincing. Because once they start playing that stuff to record it for you, you be like, man, I know this. No, he did not. I know these dudes did not. And then the cold part about it is when they play it for you, you're gonna know every voice on there, every voice, every individual that was on there. And the only reason they can't really charge these dudes because it's just a conversation. They haven't committed an overact or anything like that. But if you hear that tape and you file a complaint, they can charge you. So my point being is that when I was reading Big U paperwork yesterday for the prosecutor, they were saying that he was on the phone saying X, Y, and Z, talking about his co-defendants, talking about the informants and stuff like that, bro. I've been warning you guys, man. Every time I come on here, I've been trying to give you guys a warning to the point, man. Look, man, you guys got to be careful, bro. You guys are under a whole bunch of scrutiny. I understand, man, that you guys, a lot.
Is it me or is Eddieboy telling them, look, they won't Big U, but y'all under a lot of scrutiny. They coming for y'all too. Go ahead and run. Tell me if it don't sound like he trying to save some of the niggas that don't like Big U that's still over there in the 60s. Put it down in the chat. Let me see a 1 in the chat if you think he's warning the other 60s that's about to be going down with Big U. Let's go.
You guys talking about y'all team Big U. A lot of you guys talking about y'all rocking with him or stuff like that, bro. But pay attention to this, man.
Find your fun again.
Damu Kiwe
Carnival
Conversation. Y'all make sure that y'all bang that like button, man. Bang that like button. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
If you haven't done anything, and if you think you're doing something to help that man, you got to be careful because you can be committing a crime if you don't know what you're really doing out here in this land, bro. You have to be careful, man, because this is a high power case.
Man, listen, that case ain't got nothing to do with nobody that ain't doing no crime. You niggas want to spook niggas and run niggas off from dealing with this brother. Y'all want this brother in the pen all by himself after they done violated his speedy trial rights, right? After they done locked him up for some bullshit that some niggas on the internet that don't like him said. Some shit that another nigga that's scared of him said, right? And some shit that a nigga that got beat up in the pen and who brother got washed up just said. Then they don't want to let him attend the funeral for his son. This assistant United States attorney can target and indict a ham sandwich. That's what the old legal saying that they say in the feds. The feds will indict a ham sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going speedy trial. My lawyer don't want to do that, and they done trying to railroad me. I'm going pro se. I know enough to litigate, even though I'm still a late litigator, to push that speedy trial after I got that discovery. That's the difference. And anybody who they picks up on some bullshit to railroad you, I think that's what you do. You understand that only like 89% of people in the federal system plead out. 11% go to trial. So that's how they're able to keep going. If we made them people show us that evidence, prove it in court, and niggas wasn't snitching, we would bankrupt the Federal Bureau of Prisons. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough judges. How they gonna pay all these jurors? Let's go, man.
This is a case, man, that they do not want to lose. This is an example. This is their stamp. This is their tool, bro, for the next 50, 60 years.
This is the case that they do not want to lose. This is their example. They're trying to make an example out of Big U. They're buck breaking Big U publicly, humiliating and tearing them down. The biggest, strongest black male on the plantation. We gonna beat them into submission. We gonna make an example out of them in case any there nigga in them fields want to try to start an uprising. This is what's going on with Big U. And Eddieboy is warning everybody, stay away from him. Don't talk to him. Scare him. You're going to go to jail too. Nigga, I've been to jail. I've been to the Fed. And I beat the Feds on my second indictment. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to give me 23 years on my first indictment. So really, I beat them by getting what I was supposed to get, 120 months. Let's go.
Years, man, dealing with the low-level fruit. And when I talk about the low-level fruit, I'm talking about the gang members, the low-level criminals, and things of that nature. When it's like 5, 6, 7 of you guys out here moving out through the land and y'all rocking with each other, they're going to try to recruit you guys because they're going to say you guys are the truth. So my point,
if it's 5, 6, 7, 8 of you guys and y'all rocking together, they gonna try to RICO y'all and say that y'all a team. Do y'all not see the intent of the federal government? It's to dissuade organization amongst our people. They prohibit, if it's 2 or more kids, children, walking down the street, they consider that a gang. 3 or more people, I think, it's considered a gang, and the police will stop you. They don't want to see black people coming together. They want to dissuade and train these children young not to organize, unify with other people that look like them. And if you're doing something positive, they're going to try to RICO you. Nasty work. Let's go.
is, man, it's this, bro. They're not playing, man. And you guys have to be careful, bro. And if that dude Big Q was up in there, man, on that phone like that, man, I don't know if he was or not. I don't know if that brother was that reckless. I don't know. You know, allegedly, I don't know, bro. But I hope he wasn't that reckless. But he was. If he was, bro, subhanAllah. Because it's like that. It's like this, bro. If he's talking, they saying that he's talking to some of his co-defendants. He's sending orders about them. If nobody can't take no deal, if they take a deal, they gotta provide certain economics, certain things of that nature. But look here, man. Hey, bro. Especially for the Crenshaw district, bro. Y'all up under so much scrutiny, man. It's unbelievable, bro. And I'm not gonna say everybody over there, man, because everybody over there don't rock with a brother like that. And I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you. A lot of brothers are glad that brother in jail. A lot of brothers are glad that brother is basically.
Eddie, you go to the man's court dates, but you never pulled up in the 60s since you've been out. You're one of the ones happy that man's behind bars. You always wanted to be Big U. Them shoes was too big for you to fill. You ain't never did nothing for nobody in that community outside of yourself and that rainbow bright brother up in the penitentiary you got. What was you teaching him? Did you touch on your little brother? This nasty work, bro.
Inside the penitentiary, I mean, not the penitentiary, but inside MDC, fighting the case. They feel that their brother destroyed their neighborhood over there, their community, on the tactics, on this fearful way of.
Big U destroyed the 60s because of his tactics. This is what the 6-0s believe. This is what Eddieboy is telling you that these niggas think about. The S-Max, the Big D's. These are niggas that they talk to. So they happy Big U's in jail. Let's go, man.
Dominant, certain dudes. Because a lot of them dudes, bro, like.
They don't like that he dominates when he's around. He's an alpha. One thing I learned about being a humelinated, carbonated being in the United States of America, there's nothing more that them peoples hate than a true alpha. They fear him. They hate him. They know that we let our dick hang, our balls hang to the motherfucking ground. Silverback gorillas. They hate that. They want to demasculate you. You know who else hate it? Beta males. Because every time you come around, you don't even got to try. You going to shine bright. And they going to pale in comparison. Timid. Passive aggressive. If them niggas had the problem with Big U when he was out, why them niggas didn't pull up on him? These niggas you talk about, Eddie, why you didn't pull up on him? Why 600 didn't pull up on him? And why didn't the 60 Peru didn't pull up on him? Betas, house niggas. They'll rather work for Massa and watch Big U get beat publicly to within inches of his life, if not unalive. It's what we watching and witnessing right now. You don't think that he's been talking to the feds? He's talking about he's listening to the wiretaps. Listen.
Like I always say, man, a lot of them brothers, man, a lot of members, bro, It be the 0.1% that be with the business, bro. Everybody else just be members. Everybody else be scared to do this, and everybody else be scared to do that. Hey, bro, hey, bro.
When you own your own business, you own
Damu Kiwe Conversations. This is some real nasty work. Crackhead Eddie Kane. Eddie Cocaine's his name. Still do the same thing, although he claims he's a Muslim now. No more dope gang. He's a Muslim now. No more cocaine.
Do you think that they just let people just go around and basically just say this and say that on the phone? You don't think that the federal government lets you get on the phone inside MDC and they just sit back and just listen to you? They'll do all that type of stuff, bro. Look at the boy Loose Cannon, right? You don't even hear from him too much or nothing no more. He probably got smart, or he got his phone privilege taken away. Hey, bro, anytime you're talking to somebody up in there on one of them jacks, bro, they're recording that stuff. You can't be nickel slave. They got over 20,000 wiretaps on their case. Not all pertain to the case. Some pertain to other information or other investigations. Some pertain to certain things that rules talking about what they want to do to certain individuals, like unaliving and all that stuff, bro. They have all that on there, bro. They got some dudes up in there plotting and planning, running narratives on the internet on certain individuals. They got all that, bro. I heard it all. I didn't heard it all, bro. And the reason I heard it all, because
how you didn't heard all the wiretaps, and Big U ain't heard all the wiretaps. He's finna tell us right now how he heard all the 20,000 wiretaps. Listen. Eddie Kane.
I didn't heard it all, bro. And the reason I heard it all, because you have to have friends in places. You got to always have friends in places.
He heard it all because you got to have friends in places. Well, who's in place to have those wiretaps? The only ones in place to have those wiretaps is the United States federal government and its agent. He got friends in high places.
When you have friends in places, they care about you or something like that, bro.
And he believes that they care about him. House nigga Eddie Cocaine.
They gonna let you know what time it is. They gonna be like, hey, Ed, don't go around them dudes, man. They X, Y, and Z. They plotting on you, bro. They don't like you. They saying you know too much. They saying you know about all the.
So they playing him the wiretaps where they say crackhead Eddie know too much. They giving him the heads up. Hey, don't go over there in the 60s. Them niggas don't like you. You know too much. They gonna do something to you. Nothing from nothing equals nothing. So crackhead Eddie Kane, what did you give them in return? They gave you a heads up. So what information did you give them? You scratch their back, they scratch yours, huh? I see what's going on.
Backdoors that happen in the neighborhood and in your generation, they're saying that you have the potential chance to go and say this and say that. They're saying that you want your brother out, and they feel that you're going to do this and that you're going to do that, even though you haven't done it yet, but they feel that you would do that. And these dudes be plotting and planning, bro. So I'm saying this, brothers. If you on that phone and you masturbating at the mouth on that phone, they got you recorded, bro. You are already recorded. And now they just sitting back and they just doing their due diligence. They investigate you more and more and more and more. But they be needing help. And certain dudes, man, it's not going to help them. Because it's like this, bro. I was raised like that, man.
They need help. The feds still need help. I'm telling y'all, Big U finna bust out that motherfucking dough. The feds still recruiting help because if you believe him, they got such a strong case, but they trying to get him on other shit because they don't want to let him go. They're afraid they're going to lose this case. And then he's going to tell you whose help they trying to get. Listen what he said. Because the way he was raised.
But they be needing help. And certain dudes, man, it's not going to help them. Because it's like this, bro. I was raised like that.
So they need help, and certain dudes is not going to help them because I was raised. So now he wants you to believe they're asking him to cooperate. They're asking him to snitch. He done sat down. He done talked to him, and they asking him to cooperate. He wants you to believe that he's not cooperating. This dude that comes on the internet with his face covered. COVID's over, nigga. Why you got on a mask? What are you hiding from, crackhead Eddie?
I mean, you got to, in order for you to step to a brother like me or the Muslims or somebody like that, bro, you got to bring ass to get ass. So we're not worried about that. But pay attention though, bro. They on y'all bumper, man. Y'all compromise on a high level. And y'all brought all these outsiders inside y'all circle. And them outsiders gonna take y'all down, brother. Watch what I tell you. Slum it up.
So he said that the sick souls is compromised at a high level, and the outsiders gonna take them down. Woo-wee! Sound like a broken slave, a house nigga to y'all? Huh? Does that sound like a broken slave or a house nigga to y'all? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know what kind before we get to this cowboy stuff, let's go over some of this stuff with Eddie Crack Cocaine. Eddie Cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Cocaine comes on. Now later, you give Austin being Big U's alias name. Now later, you did give Austin the opportunity to make a full statement to you. Yes, sir, I did. How did you do that? With the Miranda card. You advised him of Miranda? Yes, I did. And did he offer to give you a full statement? You have given.
Let's make sure it's not on. Oh no.
And did he offer to give you a full statement? You haven't given him the opportunity. He declined to waive his Miranda right. They read him his Miranda rights and told him to make a full statement. This is the police that said he made a statement against Eddieboy. So Eddieboy comes on this motherfucker off the top on some fair shit, trying to push this, saying the police said that he made a statement against him and he believed it. But initially he admitted he didn't believe it. Go check out last night's podcast. We got him admitting that. They were on the same prison yard. They had a joint appeal. But that's a conflict of interest, bro. If you telling on me what the fuck I look like doing a joint appeal with you, nigga, your interest ain't my interest. We on the opposite spectrum of things. Let's listen to this. So there you go. Crackhead Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Cocaine. So what they doing is a classic technique utilized by the FBI. And I'm gonna give you a couple examples right now, right? This is how a nigga know a nigga working with the feds, right? Short answer. The FBI ran a snitch jacketing, hashtag snitch jacketing in the chat. operation against Albertson, a high-ranking member of the Communist Party USA. In 1964, they planted a bogus informant report. This is what the FBI did. They planted a bogus informant report forged in Albertson's handwriting and a car used by Albertson and his comrades so that the fake paperwork would be found in the car. They made the document look like he was secretly reporting to the FBI and even asking for a raise in expenses so his own party would believe he was an informant. This is how the FBI, this is a common technique they use to divide and conquer the ranks of the hierarchy of organizations, black organizations. When party members found the document in the car, Albertson was expelled as a supposed FBI snitch, exactly as the Bureau intended. The Bureau, like CS2 back would say. William Albertson, Group Communist Party, not the Black Panther Party. Now, in the Black Panther Party, Black Power context, a similar fake documents to make him look like an agent operation was done against Kwame Ture, whose slave name was Stokely Carmichael, where the FBI planted false documents and spread lies to paint him as a CIA agent and split him from the Panthers. My best read is that this story you heard has mashed those two histories together. They did the same thing similar to Stokely Carmichael that they had already did to William Albertson of the CP, the Communist Party USA. Hashtag snitch jacketing. That's what CS2 back does. That's what crackhead Eddie do. And mind you, Eddie first started talking about they get you on the wiretap. They listen and they get you on the wiretap, right? So let's go back to somebody who we know was caught on the wiretap, right? And when he got to the 60th floor, since Eddie want to talk about overt acts, conspiracy to blackmail, conspiracy to extort Money Mark Stevens and Shaquille O'Neal. Stutterbox in his statement told Detective Paul Fournier, Sheriff Deputy Paul Fournier, who was a part of the Federal Joint Task Force, and he was a sheriff deputy for many years. He was the lead case, the lead on the Main Street Mafia Crip Deja 34 Records investigation. And Stutterbox, the victim, told them that he composed it and sent Cash Jones to go pass this message about a sex tape, and TMZ will spend a lot of money, will pay a lot of money for the sex tape of Shaquille O'Neal. Money Mark Stevens corroborated that, yes, after they made that plan, Whack 100 did come to him and did tell him about the sex tape and that TMZ would pay a lot of money for it. Whack 100 going, repeating that extortion, repeating that blackmail attempt. It's conspiracy to attempted blackmail, conspiracy to attempted extortion, and he wasn't locked up. But even more than that, since crackhead Eddie want to talk about wiretaps.
Second thing they had against me, they press play, wiretap. This is why I know when I hear certain wiretaps was conspiracy, how they get you. They got me on the phone. I said, yeah. All right, what you got? Said, we got a special move. Where's it coming from? down by National City.
Eddie said they gonna press play on that wiretap for you.
They get you. They got me on the phone. They press play, wiretap.
They press play, wiretap. When they got you masturbating at the mouth on the phone. But Crackhead Eddie ain't talking about CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? But he said he got friends in high places. That's how he know. They tell him not to go to the 60s because them dudes don't like him. He know too much. Blase, blase, blah. You know who his friends is?
Remember I told you, brother, I got when I was in Carson, dude, I got dudes that, you know, they work for them alphabet boys. They police, boy, bro.
Remember I told y'all when I lived in Carson, I got homeboys, they work with the alphabet boys. They the police, bro. This is his friends, the feds, the ones he said he trusts them, that care about him. Broken slave.
I told you, brother, I got when I was in Carson, dude, I got dudes that, you know, they work for them alphabet boys. They police, boy, bro. You know them Negroes finally getting that video audience on that dude up in there getting down? Tell me.
Oh, is that right?
I got it.
Oh, damn.
And then there he goes again with the snitch jacket and Big U, falsely claiming to whoever he's talking to on the phone that his federal friends that he grew up with in Carson, California, who are alphabet boys, police, federal police, alphabet boys, gave him the videotape recording of Big U snitching on him on that case. He snitched jacket and Big U. And the feds gave him the shit. Nigga tell you the feds giving him something and you don't realize that means he's giving them something, then you lost. Because he working, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, Crackhead Eddie, we ain't finished with you, Crackhead Eddie. Eddie Cocaine, just to maintain.
My brother's 16, so with my brother, the police push up on my brother in the hospital. He give a statement, right? So when he give a statement, they go get Monster. They catch him and they go get him. I'll come to the county, bro.
So your brother gets shot, allegedly, by Monster Cody. No, Monster Cody admitted it. Your brother gets shot by Monster Cody and makes a statement. So it's hereditary. Y'all are hereditary mice coming from the Rat Pack. Growing up with friends in Carson and who are alphabet boys that are giving you information about Big U, exchanging information with you about Big U.
Eddie said his only concern is his little brother. But what this exposer didn't expose to us was that his little brother told on Monster Cody back in the early 80s. He also failed to expose the fact that he himself ratted on Keita Rock also in the early 80s.
Oh, two quick things. Yael, you tell me this. Did Monster Cody in the book say that Eddie had told him that his brother wasn't coming to court to testify? He had talked to his brother, this reputable brother that he'd been talking about, right?
Correct.
And Monster Cody said, to his surprise, Eddie was up in court and testified on that he shot him in the ass. Hey, that nigga, little Eddie, diractable. That nigga was trying to get up out of there. Nigga got shot The ractable, nigga, not the reputable, the ractable. Nigga, that nigga Lil Eddie testified, not only made a statement on Monster Cody, he testified. Monster Cody said this Eddieboy, crackhead Eddie Kane, told him that he already talked to his brother. His brother wasn't going to take the stand. He was surprised to see that his brother was there.
But we waiting on the RVR 115 on Lil Eddieboy and his transsexual. So not only is that he ready to tell on niggas about, right? I'm telling, right? You know, hey, I don't know who worse, little Big Eddieboy or the nigga Rico Ratsay. Them niggas is competing. They're vying for position. It's like a thoroughbred race.
Oh, man. Anthony Terrell.
So there you have it. The fake Muslim is working with and exchanging information for the feds. They even allowed him to hear the content of wiretaps, 20,000 wiretaps. He heard them all of Big U. He's so invested and obsessed with Big U. And he's out here stealing money from people. Listen.
Man, I don't see how you I just be honest with you, man. I'll be getting a lot. And nigga, I just be having so much, man. I ain't gonna tell you what I got, man, but I just be having I got shit going on. But bro, if I gotta call you every day. You don't even reach out to me no more. I just gotta call you now, and that's all we on. Hey, bro, listen. If I had to need help, then you would have to call me.
He said if he had the money, he wouldn't have to call him. So you didn't got this man money. So let me tell y'all the story and how much of a piece of shit crackhead Eddie is. So this is Eddieboy and a dude from San Diego neighborhood Crip. The dude that Eddie's talking to on the phone is this dude's son. This dude, rest in peace, right? He passed away. Condolences to his family and to his son. They was in the pen together. So this picture gets posted up on one of those sites like Hood Media on Instagram or whatever it's called, whatever it's called, right? Eddieboy sees it and sees that the son is tagged into it. So he asked him, hey, where did you get that picture from? He like, my dad. He like, who's your dad? He told him, he said, oh man, that's my man's. Where he at? He passed away. Eddieboy befriended the dude, worked him out the money. The same way, stealing in the name of Islam, the same way he stole from Demon Time Exotic. You know what I'm saying? The same way he stole that $400 and bamboozled that $400 out the Crip cop. You know what I'm saying? So this is the type of dude, and he stole some money allegedly. Stole some money from the Imam at the masjid, man. They were supposed to be looking for him. That's what Kenny Kingpin told me.
Exposing the exposers.
Damn. Eddie crackhead Eddie Kane.
Oh, bro, it's nasty work with these clowns.
Here we go. Yeah, come on, man. It's only a minute clip. We can stop.
You late again, Eddie.
Crackhead Eddie.
There you go.
Exposed.
You ain't going to. See, Big Man done pulled my coattail to you a long, long time ago. That's bullshit, Eddie.
It's bullshit, Eddie. That's bullshit, Eddie.
I can see through your jive ass like glass.
Through your jive.
Damu Kiwe Conversations. Bang that like button if you enjoying the content. It's the least you can do. Damu Kiwe Conversation. You know what I'm saying? We'll see it with your jive ass. So we gonna get into this. Boom. We're gonna get into some of this, and then we'll get into the what you call it, is the Crip Cop harboring another rat? Eddieboy? Let's get into it, man. It's taking a little time. Maybe it's some kind of technical difficulty. You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Gangsters War was before his time, but he inherited that beef because he's from the second generation. Now, I don't know if Big U was in the same generation as Eddieboy, but Eddieboy again took subliminal shots at 600. And Eddieboy told 600, anybody that was a part of that A-Trade Gangsta and Rolling 60 War, you can't take nothing from that. And I'm pretty sure Big U was around that time. Now, Eddieboy said he doesn't know how LA County is now, but in his generation and era, it was dangerous in there. Now, Eddieboy said before he got to LA County, Monster Cody, rest in peace, was already over there. And Eddieboy said the reason why he was locked up that time is because he dumped on his little brother. Now, from what Eddieboy was explaining, he was basically locked up in what we call now the enemy's dorm.
So let's slow down real quick because he's moving real fast. Did you catch that, Yael? He said,
"Yeah, I'm right. I heard the weird ass nigga. I heard him.
He said he was scared. He was scared because he pulled up on Abel, and Abel at that time was overpopulated with gangsters in Hoover, right? So on top of that, nigga, he get pressed by Monster Cody about little Eddieboy, which is Eddieboy's brother. You know what I'm saying? Snitching on Monster Cody. Monster Cody shot. He up in there. Listen to what he say when we get to the content. Cold game. He say he was only about $1.80 soaking wet. You want to know why? Mr. Dope Man. Eddieboy was a crackhead at 18, bro. He say he was 17, so 17. He poofing, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now you poofing, you come up in the county, you wasn't out there active on no gangbang shit or whatever. You probably from over there, you know what I'm saying, took phase, all that type of shit. But you wasn't just, if you out there, my nigga, you wasn't frontline gangbanging every day. You know what I'm saying? So now you get to the county, of course you Spooky Johnson, because you claim you're rolling 60 Crip and you done bumped into these Hoover Crips and 83, 84. That's Hoover Crips, right? You bump into these Hoover Crips and A-Trade Gangsta Crip, and Monster Cody pressing you because your brother that made a statement and telling on him about him shooting. Cold game, bro.
And he said in his own words, that was the worst experience of his life. And he had between 15 to 18 enemies on that same road with him at a time. Now,
wait, that's a major statement. That was the most, let's run that back, man, because I don't think y'all understand what that means when he say the most. Damn.
Dumped on his little brother. Now, from what Eddieboy was explaining, he was basically locked up in what we call now the enemy's dorm. And he said in his own words, that was the worst experience of his life. And he had between 15 to 18 enemies on that same road with him at a time.
The worst event of his life, bro.
Eddieboy said when he was in there, Monster Cody was pushing around trying to find out who Eddieboy is. And when he seen Eddieboy and approached him, the Eddieboy said Monster Cody was with the extras. And when he approached him, he told Eddieboy, you know I dumped on your little brother. And Eddieboy said he told Monster Cody that he ain't got no brother ain't gonna show up to court to press any charges on him. And Eddieboy can recall why he was being
Yeah, Deuce.
Let me tell you this, my nigga.
I'm listening.
You this, right? You get in the county, it could be your first time, whatever way, all of that, right? And I'm your op, right? And I push up on you and tell you, yeah, nigga, I shot your brother.
You know what I'm saying?
He said he did what, Deuce?
I shot your brother, Yael.
That's crazy, bro.
That wasn't a fade. That wasn't no issue off the top.
That's an automatic squabble up. That's off the dribble. They ain't gonna talk about that.
For Eddieboy, Eddieboy, who's been proclaiming to be this triple OG, second generation double OG, and all of that, he was cool with that. He was cool with that, bro. But let's get back to it, man. Damn, down bad already.
Locked up. He went to the day room to get his chow. And there wasn't any more trays left, but when he looked up, a guy who goes by the name Black Chico from A-Tray Gangsters had his tray. And Eddieboy said he had to press up on.
You want your cornbread, Yael?
Damn.
Salute, Fat Daddy. Hey, bro, nigga, it's chow time. Nigga done already told you that. So they looking at you as a buster at that time. At that point, homie. Nigga come tell you, first of all, they op. And they gangbanging at that time, right? He say he inherited that beat. So that should have been a fade off the gate. If you really on that type of timing, you want all the smoke, win, lose, or draw. This where you earn your name, right? He was smoking, right. So he get up in here, and this nigga press up on him about his brother, tell him I shot your brother, and that nigga made a statement on him. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, he didn't do nothing in, so they like, oh, this nigga turned down. You know what I'm saying? This nigga super turned down. Hey, check this out. I'm finna take that. Hey, check this out, cuz I'm finna take this nigga lunch. Yeah. Nigga, he don't deserve to eat. Nigga ain't taking no fades. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's yeetus. Hey, bro, if they spot any weakness in that type of shit, nigga, those sharks gonna devour you, nigga. Devour you. Let's go.
On him because he was only serving a couple of months and he didn't want the words to leak out into the streets because at the end of the day, Eddieboy said he'd rather deal with one individual than go home and get DP'd by his section. Now, mind you, at that time, Eddieboy said he was only 17 years old and he only weighed about 180 pounds soaking wet. And Eddieboy said just as he was about to approach that guy to get his tray back, and Master Cody approached that dude and took the tray away from him and gave it back to him. Now, Eddieboy said on the way back to their cell, another Rolling 60 member told Eddieboy that the A-Tray Gangsters is going to retaliate back on him. So Eddieboy said he made 2 homemade shanks, and when he went to the day room, he put his...
Hey, wait up. You on the tier on Abel Row with nothing but A-Tray Gangsters and Hoover. This where they predominate. Where did you get 2 shanks from, my nigga? What kind of shanks was these made out of? At the time, you only had a couple different, the mock ringer, or up in ODR, nigga go to where they got the food that they serve everybody else. You might could get an ice pick and something up off of that motherfucker, the brown box thing or whatever. Nigga, where'd you get enough steel to make 2 knives? Unless you had like some plastic rinky dink ass shit. And I don't know what you was gonna do to Monster Cody and them. Nigga say he went and got 2 knives and put his back on the wall.
I'm laughing, bro.
It's having some kind of technical difficulty. It's going. Let me see if I can speed it up a little bit.
I don't know those guys. I don't know nothing about podcasts or none of this. This was his initial position. And they said, well, why is they saying that you? And he said, well, you know, you can't believe the police because the police said Big U made a statement, I should have never went to work for Eddieboy. You think that Big U was going to let a crackhead send him on a motherfucking mission? Come on, man. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Nigga, and then in the fucking court document, and we could go to that. I think it's on Active Chunks. I'll go to that. just to show the receipts, man. It's in the community where it says Big U didn't even waive his Miranda rights. So how is you standing on truth when at that point you said you can't believe the police? Well, what didn't happen since the last time you was discussing this that made you want to believe the police all of a sudden? That's not how the politics go, bro. He sound like he got a lot of issues going on. He bitter about a lot of shit, trying to get his brother out of jail, and he went about it the wrong way. He got on this internet, and now we flaming his ass.
Said, F y'all, this the Rolling 60s, and then he didn't finish the story. Now, Eddieboy said Lil Fee heard about what was going on, and that's when he approached Monster Cody and told them that they got 2 of the A-Trade gangsters over there, and they better leave Eddieboy alone, because if something happens to him, they're basically going to terrorize those 2 A-Trade gangsters. And Eddieboy said he got lucky because the East Coast Crips and the Hoovers had a big-ass melee and a riot broke out. And he said that's why they moved the East Coast Crips and the neighborhood car to one side.
You see how he tried to group it together? The East Coast Crips had a riot against the gangsters in the Hoover car, right? And that's when they moved all of them up out of there. How do you... Was you in that riot? Why did they move you out of there if it was the East Coast riot? Oh, they just took all the neighborhoods out. No, they didn't. Because right after that, Big U came in that motherfucker. And a couple other motherfuckers. That same dorm. The Crip module. So what is we talking about, bro? You left from the Crip module to general population. How that happened? Nigga, you rolled it up, nigga. A lot of these people on the internet that never been to the LA County Jail, never experienced all of this type of shit. Some niggas get up under that pressure, man, and they tap out. Eddieboy tapped out. He said he was scared of Monster Cody. He was scared. And he was scared of the gangster Crips and the Hoover. I admit it. I'm gonna let y'all hear that yourself, man. Hold on, man. Let me get to this motherfucking content. We going to Christopher Lovejoy, man. That's enough. Shout out Paperboy Newsstand. What you think about that shit right there, Yael?
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, dudes. This shit is just nasty work, bro. Like the way he I'm gonna step out real quick. The way bro programming is awful programming, bro. It's awful program. You got this nigga Eddieboy schooling you on how to do your job as a real nigga in the streets, and you not a real nigga. You over here perpetrating the motherfucking gang, nigga. You's a lame.
So his OG or who he considered his OG and who lacing him ain't even that, and he following the blind leading the blind, huh?
Deuce, on top of that, bro, the nigga is on paperwork. That's the worst kind of nigga. He the worst kind. Look, I'm sorry, my bad. See, it's triggering me. I don't want to say too much. Y'all gotta understand. Look, check this out. Everybody in chat, y'all gotta understand. Duse M's, this nigga used to be a fucking hothead, but he calmed down. See, I'm still kind of low key in my. I be trying to chill out, bro. And yeah, go ahead, Deuce. I ain't even gonna say too much, bro.
And shout out the sponsors real quick, bro.
Hey, listen, man, y'all know where y'all at. If y'all don't know, y'all in Damu Kiwe Conversations. I just want to say real quick, salute to our sponsors, United Color Wraps, man. Salute to them. If y'all finna smoke, make sure y'all smoke y'all top shelf and unite your weed with some United Color Wraps. And that's berry, cherry, banana, grape, natural, you name it. We got it. Salute to Big U and United Color Wraps for the sponsor. Make sure y'all tap in with Big U and the unique app. That's where we getting ready to transition to. It's a whole plethora of things getting ready to happen. Man, salute to Clubhouse and all the mods on stage. Salute to everybody in the chats on YouTube right now. Salute to everybody. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Hey, man, this some nasty work. Hey, Eddieboy, man, how you gonna mislead that? You know that boy's slow. Look at Weenie the Pooh. Hold on, you can see him. Look at Weenie.
It's been a long time coming. You we well overdue. I finally got the big homie to come on here, holler at me about a few things and kind of tell his side of things. But without further ado, man, I'm gonna just I'm gonna let Big Bro holler at you, man. Just tell him who you are. You know what I'm saying? Where we from?
I'm originally from the West Side Rolling 60s, but now I'm not part of that thing anymore. I'm Muslim, Ibn Shari, Shia, and I usually don't do this, but I came out here to talk to the brother a little bit about certain things that are going on with different type of narratives. I got a couple of calls regarding, the brothers from my old section from the 60s. They're concerned about everybody getting put in the crap in the same barrel at the same time when the brother was speaking. So I was just
as far as who's speaking, with me speaking?
Yeah, with you speaking.
So certain things I say, a lot of people feel like I'm putting everyone in one category.
Yeah, you're putting everybody in one category instead of you just focus on the big dude and his crew. They don't want to be a part and be lumped in, saying they busters, they rats, and all that type of stuff. Because you have to understand, brother, a lot of the brothers that's about that life over there, they move in stealth mode. You understand? So they're not going to put themselves in a situation where they're going back to the penitentiary or they cause some type of harm to their families and that nature. So they just want me to relay the message to you, bro. Everybody's not busters and everybody's not rats, which I already know that. And I'm sure you know that, but you just got to change the wording when you're dealing with different type of brothers.
Let me say something. I want to apologize while we're on here to any G homie, big homie, anybody around, little homie who thought I was talking about them. This is all new to me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't rehearsing nothing.
So you got crackhead Eddie checking the Crip cop about putting jackets on niggas when niggas ain't busters and niggas ain't rats. But Eddieboy doing the same thing. Ain't that the tea kettle calling the skillet black though?
Stand on what I stand on. And when I say if you're around that dude I'm talking about is Big U, aka Big Useless, aka Big Useless Rep, right? And you ain't told that man about himself, I say he's a buster. Now a lot of people say taking things, I'm starting to hear that I'm making it seem like everybody's a buster for my section. There's thousands of people. I'm not talking about everybody. So let me just take this time to clear it up. I'm talking about his little minions and the people around him who ain't called him on this stuff. That's who I'm talking to. That's who I've been talking to. Back to you.
Yeah, back to me, bro.
Hey, this nigga always gotta clarify himself.
That demonstration almost like 30-something years ago. And it's not the fact that I learned that when you're a part of something, you give your heart and soul to something, and dudes betray you, they don't have, with me, I'm not saying with everybody else, when they betray me, they don't have a second chance to betray me. So while I was in jail, aside doing 18 years, brother, I embraced Islam and I stepped away from that particular type of demonstration. But I still have ties over there. I still talk to some of the brothers and stuff like that. And basically, we sit back and we laugh about this particular type of generation because we know for a fact, for certainty, that brothers in this era, they wouldn't last 2 or 3 seconds.
What you mean, brothers era? People like who doing certain things, breaking the rules, or people like me who on the internet talking a whole bunch of stuff like this? People gonna want to know.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
That nigga said, well, who you talking about? This is G homie. He coming to tell this nigga, look, it's not cool what you doing. I done talked to some G's, second generation I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That shit you doing, that shit wouldn't have been tolerated. This new era niggas wouldn't have made it back then. He said, well, you talk about the dudes that do wrong or motherfuckers like me. That nigga said, I'm talking about both. So he really G-checking the nigga, but this nigga, weenie the poo ass nigga, he's so slow, he don't even realize. The nigga don't even realize that the nigga is G-checking him on that. Let's go.
Not you breaking the rules, from brothers being on all these drugs, representing the neighborhood, doing all types of weird stuff. They wouldn't last, brother. It was a particular block that we found out on 10th Avenue, brother. And if you didn't come on that block at one particular time, bro, you say you some 60s and you don't come on 10th Avenue, brother, if you didn't come over there and you came over there and try to represent, they'll beat the brakes off the block because he wasn't coming around there. But a lot of brothers don't understand, man, that when you're dealing with the 60s, there's no leader, right? It was too many of us to be a leader. But it was a crew of us. I'm talking about a crew of us, brother. I'm not from the first generation. I'm basically from the second generation where we inherited the war dealing with the A-Trade gangsters. So the A-Trade gangsters was our arch enemy.
I am here to tell you today that your feelings are valid.
Is his arch enemy. But when you went to that county, you know what I'm saying? The nigga that shot your brother, you didn't want no issue with him. I'm just saying, y'all, you gotta be one way. You can't 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I left that alone. I'm a Muslim, but I'm still on here trying to politic. Nah, my nigga. When you take a position, you make an opposition. I'm gonna run that back for y'all because sometimes common sense ain't that common. Whenever you take a position, my favorite color red, my favorite color is blue, right? That nigga wrong. Who the fuck is you to talk about he wrong? Nigga, he ain't wrong. Whenever you take a position, you make an opposition. So you politicking, rubbing people wrong, the wrong way. When you just, maybe you was intimidated, but for whatever reason, you said, nah, I don't believe the police. Since when do we believe the police? We gonna play that audio. Your own words. Put a mirror in front of your face. Because one police officer said they did it. Right now, me and Yael get cracked on a bank legally. The police and investigators could go to the next room and tell Yael, hey, Yael, we already know about the bank robbery and shit. Duse M's told us. Legally. That's not breaking the law. In fact, that's one of the techniques they employ. But the police put it in the paperwork to bound them over from municipal court to superior court. Big U and them filed the motion to make that inadmissible. We gonna show y'all the receipts. We don't just talk about shit we don't know. So this is the nigga that we got talking right now. Yeah, you with us?
Your trauma is valid. Your hurt is your hurt.
I'm just saying, bro, am I wrong? Like, you can't.
Hell no.
Basically, we inherited that war. We just took it to a different level because of the drug trade, the money, the guns, the automatic weapons. So we just took it to a whole different level, brother, and the other brothers have took it. But you can't never negate the fact that the brothers that started that stuff over there, brother, you can't take nothing from them. I'm talking about literally nothing. Because they basically paved the way over there for a whole lot of individuals.
Hey, Eddieboy, I'm going to give you some credit on this. Hey, this is why y'all never trust these old ass, sneaky ass, dirtbag ass OGs. Because what everything he's saying right now is going to resonate. You gotta respect them dudes for them paving the way for you to even inherit the position and place that you and what you represent today. That's 100% fact, right? So he telling him he can't be disrespecting his G on me. I can agree with that. Any reasonable person should, even a youngster, should be able to agree. Yeah, I ain't gonna disrespect my G on me. Don't mean they gonna listen to him because you got weasels like this nigga, right? That's gonna manipulate them like the devil, like Shaitan, bro, like on their ear. Yeah, man, all that good shit right there. But telling them false stories and shit. Yeah, I was in the county jail and Monster Cody pushed up on me, and it was dozens of A-Trade gangsters and Hoovers. And I told them, nigga, this 60s, nigga, fuck ETG. Nigga, you want a gangster to believe that your crackhead ass was in the LA County jail with Monster Cody and all of these A-Trade gangsters and Hoovers, and you stood up so hard saying, fuck y'all, this RSC, and them niggas didn't stomp your ass out. Like, this is just defies gravity. It defies the laws and nature of physics in the LA County Jail. The same nigga that told you you shot him, you done told, you shot your brother, you done told them niggas fuck they hood. This rolling 60 Crip. Stop it, nigga. They're all gonna laugh at you. Hey, bro, this shit, he trying to write a Monster Cody book, nigga. This shit is crazy. Yeah, he marked them out. I thought 600, I thought you say you don't fuck with marks, you don't fuck with rats. Let's get back into the content, man.
Well, really, it wasn't no leader, it wasn't never no king and none of that. At no point. Even to now.
No, it's impossible because it's so huge, it's so big. Now you got cliques and crews, and you're gonna it's people that you're gonna respect because of their reputation or their demonstration around there. But it's impossible, brother. It's impossible for that place to have a leader over there.
So you say you did 18 years?
18.
Straight?
Straight.
When'd you come home?
2008.
So when you came home 2008, all that stuff was past you, huh?
Everything.
Past you. Okay. So as far as like, you know, the people who you was going to war with before you went in to now, have you ever talked to them, or you guys like, you know what I'm saying, break bread or anything, or you know what I'm saying, chop up game anytime?
Yeah, all the time. You got brothers. I have brothers that's Muslim that's from every section. I don't care, Crips, Bloods, Damu, Mexicans, whatever it may be. We come everywhere. And you know, I got still deal with like I deal with crazy dudes from gangsters, my partner.
Hey, look, bro, don't come out here name dropping. You see how he tried to, and Crazy D, shout out, I don't know no Crazy D, I heard the name though, but from A-Trade Gangster, he shouted him out as like a reference to his resume of people that he deal with. You's a Muslim now, so you might be dealing with him on those terms. Don't try to utilize that to catapult yourself like, oh, I fuck with SAs, I fuck with Crips, I fuck with Bloods. We all do that. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations. You know what I'm saying? But you see how he telling them and making it sound so good, but he's spinning his whole narrative. It was never a king. You're right, bro. You got people of influence with different cliques throughout every hood. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yael, you with me? I think I lost Yael. Hold on. We're going to get into this. Hey, Ya, just go down. I know what I'm going to do. Let's get back into this content. Hold up. Can y'all hear that on Clubhouse?
My generation, we're not on there to the time because we understand that when we was coming up, they glorified, like the older homies, they glorified the penitentiary. They were like, you're going to come home, when they come through, you go to the penitentiary, you go to school, you're going to do this, you're going to get to some status, and things of that nature. But they never told us about the difficulties and the dangers ahead of us, brother. That stuff is dangerous, especially in my era, bro.
My nigga, with all due respect, I'm glad that your generation as well as my generation I don't know why that thing was tripping like that, bro. Wait, what is this? Yael on Clubhouse? So the niggas start going on one. Nigga, let's see if we can get to the audio. Key to Rock on here because he's been dying to tell his story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, let me fix it for you real quick. I'm gonna go out and come back in. Let's get back to the we got 334 people in the chat. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit. 21 minutes. Let me see if this is it.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like, I had to.
Oh yeah, this is it. we gonna give y'all this audio, and then
Potty?
we're gonna give y'all this audio, and then damn, that shit don't want to fucking play, bro. It's on the voice memos. So as soon as I play it, can you hear? I gotta take the dog to potty. Hold on. Hear this?
I wasn't going for that because I'm like, I know
Yeah.
what side I'm standing on. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
hear
it's like, and I don't fuck, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be associated or be down with nobody that, you know what I'm saying, is on another side that I'm not on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if them niggas is telling you one thing or they got you, they promising you something or doing something, ain't nobody, don't do it that way. You feel me?
Listen to me, bro. I don't even know these dudes, brother. I don't know none of them dudes, bro.
Okay.
I've been home for 15 years. I ain't got that shit.
He said he don't know Whack, 600, or Loose Cannon. No, none of them dudes talking about CS2 back, 600,
Damn.
Loose Coochie Cannon. This is the liar.
Wow.
I don't know Whack 100. I don't know this nigga 600. I don't know nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't put me in no trick bag, brother, because the dude, like I said, they went and got the pedigree, bro. Right? I got all I.
But how did they get it from you?
No, they couldn't have got it from me, brother. It's public record, bro. If you Google the people versus Wagner, it's gonna come up, bro.
Okay.
If you do that, the people versus Wagner, it comes up. Period. The people versus Eddie Wagner, it comes up, bro. And then all that stuff comes like that. That's the only thing they can get. That's the only thing he got, bro. Ain't nobody promised me nothing. I don't know nothing about no motherfucking podcast shit or none of that stuff, bro.
He said he don't know nothing about no podcast. And the irony of that, he don't know nothing about no podcast. He don't know Whack. He don't know 600, but now he's an exposer and he's a podcaster. Nasty work. Shit, but he got a podcast. Habitual liar.
You know, I'm illiterate to that.
I'm illiterate to that.
A nigga gotta nip that shit in the ass right now because a nigga really, they think they got something to stand on, and you know what I'm saying? And a nigga not gonna let nobody stand on no lies. You feel what I'm saying? Like we gonna stand on truth all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to me, Aki.
All right.
How can they stand on something if one time saying something about somebody that's supposed to be thrown against the wall anyway?
Bro, Eddieboy, even though if one time says something about somebody, that has to be thrown against the wall. Nigga don't believe the police over their homie. This is nasty work. Eddieboy, how did you go from, how can they 600, CS2 back, Whack 100, stand on anything when one time the police is going up against your homie word? That's supposed to be thrown out the way. But today, for some reason, this is the narrative he pushing on Big U. If y'all don't see the full Flannery, then hey man, I got some property and some real estate I'm trying to sell y'all, man.
It's supposed to be, but that's what we're saying, bro. We already know that that's supposed to be a given. That's supposed to be a must. But the thing is, they put your name in it. So now that your name in it, you gotta be the one to stand up and be like, nah, that ain't true. That's not accurate. You feel what I'm saying? The police did that. You know what I'm saying? And so if a nigga really out here in these streets, you're not gonna let nobody lie on your name. You know what I'm saying? And it's being the fact that they saying, you know what I'm saying? Niggas making it seem like you they one true witness they got in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not though, because good morning, brother. How you doing? All right. I'm gonna tell you why it's not though, bro. Let's step outside. I'm gonna tell you why it's not, bro. I'm not a boy. First of all, I don't follow shit. I don't need no money. I don't need none of that shit, bro. If I would have did some shit like that, I would have been asking for affidavits of my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I would have been asking for. I wouldn't have been asking for no motherfucking money. I wouldn't have been asking for none of that shit, bro. Anytime somebody asks me about that brother, man, I tell the dudes all the time, man, that brother is very approachable. If y'all got a problem with the brother, go talk to him. Because he's approachable. Don't try to use me, because I don't know this dude 600, brother. I don't know that clown. I don't know that Negro. And I surely don't know WAC 100. Yeah. Drones know these dudes, I don't know these dudes. So whatever happened between Draws and these dudes is out to try to destroy the brother, man. You can't equate.
He just told y'all on this audio that WAC 100 and 600 is people that know Draws, and they're trying to destroy this brother.
That's crazy. And you went from that to, bro, something that's fucking mentally wrong with you, bro. You sit here and admit that you don't know none of these niggas, none of the fugazi shit they doing to counter that and go network with the niggas that's out here slandering and lying on the niggas. You got to come on, man.
He sold his soul. He sold Big U off for 30 pieces of silver. Let's go.
Equate me to that. Nobody can. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can equate me to that shit right there, bro. Whatever's going on between that circle right there, man, that's between them. That's between them. And what he's doing, I see the play, bro. And I don't know why people ain't seeing it. The only play they got is try to use that, whatever they can, to run that play, bro, to try to discredit the brother, man. But they can't discredit him because it comes from the police. How can you discredit the man when it comes from the police?
Yeah, but a nigga not gonna understand that because you're talking about somebody that ain't just no regular, you know what I'm saying, nigga from the hood, nigga that been out here, some regular old timer that you talking about a nigga that, you know what I'm saying, name is very reputable and credible out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, the only way that we can talk about you, nobody give a fuck about no police. One thing, look, bro, this is a fact, and you know, propaganda, look. Perception, look, perception outweigh truth. It's bigger than truth until truth really hit the fan. If the truth don't ever come.
Let me stop this. You see this dude, C-Note, said he hasn't betrayed Big U. Read that real quick.
This goofy ass nigga C-Note said he hasn't sold Draws out. This is not valid. Bro, I don't know what you've been watching on the internet or who you listening to. This got to be a troll or one of CS2 back or Officer 600 or one of these clown ass niggas minions. Because ain't no way you gonna make this motherfucking text. You gonna say this shit not listening to none of the stuff that these niggas been saying nor doing for the past months, damn near years.
When you know that they want to destroy him, because that's what you said. When you claiming that you a Muslim and that's your Muslim brother, you gonna help an infidel attack your Muslim brother. Shout out to this real quick.
Then the propaganda or the perception gonna always.
You can't ever stand against your brother for corruption and chaos. Seek refuge in Allah and stop lying. It's your
You know what I'm saying? Especially when a nigga name big. So the fact of the matter is, they never saw that play coming. They never thought that, damn, you about to get on the phone and talk to this dude. Or, damn, you know, I'm like, hold on, cuz that's out. You know what I'm saying? Or how, you know, I'm getting on you like, bro, that's not gonna happen. What foot is you standing on? Because I need to know. You know what I'm saying? They not thinking that none of this was gonna ever happen how it happened last night. It was just gonna be, okay, well, we talked to this nigga and we don't fuck with him. So we know what we got. You know what I'm saying? They was never expecting for that to happen how it happened last night. On a phone call. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. You know,
because I know the brother, man. I told my little brother that. They don't. He'll reach out to me in a minute, man. I said, man, I'll guarantee you. Because
You know what
one
I'm
thing
saying?
for sure, thing for certain, man, I know him and he know me, bro. And I walked away from that stuff, brother, like 30 years ago, though, I see. And I left it at that, man.
All I want you to do, man, I want you to clear the lies that's being said on you, homie. You feel what I'm saying? Just clear that shit. You feel me? Like, for real. Go on, Kev Mac. You know what I'm saying? Or just talk to the homie and clear that shit. Clear your name, clear that shit. Whatever gonna happen after that, let that shit be. Nigga, we go on live, me and you, we can go on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you want to go. We can just go and just dead that shit. Because then it's gonna clear nigga.
Hey, C-Note and said feel like we addressed him the wrong way. I always see C-Note comment or whatever. Bro, I don't know if you misunderstanding, you saying we got the wrong information. Bro, I'm playing you the audio right now that I leaked on Death of the Coaches, and Wack had him take it all down so that motherfuckers couldn't compare his position from then to the bullshit he running right now. So that's what we were addressing. For you to even consider that this was fake content or missing, that was way out, bro.
Oh, hold on, Deuce. I think he was saying he wasn't talking about.
You got them, or you got S-Mac or whoever feeling some type of way. You get what I'm saying? But if you ain't got them feeling like that, and you saying you your own man, then clear that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because then it ain't got nothing to do with you now. Now it's just on, it's on whatever it's on. It's hood business now. It don't got nothing to do with you. Because the man just said what it was. Nigga, the paperwork, that's the police said, whatever it is. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, they done threw all this out, whatever. You know what it is. So then leave it at that and clear your name, clear this shit, and let that shit be. Whatever gonna happen from that, guess what? It don't got nothing to do with Eddieboy. And everybody done seen that shit now and cuz out the way. That's all I want you to do, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I want you to do. Just make that shit right, homie. You feel what I'm saying? Cause nigga, we done business. We gon', you know what I'm saying? I'ma keep doing, you know, like, come on, bro. We could do business. We done business. Button. You ain't never said nothing to me about none of this shit. I never knew nothing about nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, because if it was like that, I wouldn't have never did no business with you. I wouldn't have never did nothing. So to me, I ain't never known shit. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, for you, I just want you to make that shit right. Just make that shit right, homie. Sometime today, my nigga, don't and be done with it. Your name gonna be you back to living your life, my nigga. You out the loop, you out the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But don't let a motherfucker keep trying to tear the homie down and using you as the motherfucking guinea pig of the, you know what I'm saying? You the pawn on the fucking table. The pawn always expendable, my nigga. That motherfucker gonna get whacked every time. You get what I'm saying? So don't be the pawn on the table for nobody. You feel me? So all I'm saying is, if it ain't nothing, then just stand on the truth, man. Just be a solid brother. You know what I'm saying? Just be a solid brother and just be like, man, I ain't.
Yeah, but I could probably call and talk to him because I'm not in LA right now. So I could probably call and talk.
Call and talk to him, and nigga could do something. We can put that shit on Instagram. If somebody got a live, or however we gotta do it, let's make that shit work, bro. Don't let that shit sit like that and stay dormant. This shit been going on for a couple weeks now. Don't let that shit stay dormant like that and have your name out here as, oh, you the person.
Brother,
you know
I've been dormant for the last 30 years.
Okay.
I've been dormant for the last 30 years, man. And when I see shit like that, brother, I be like, man, okay. And I be really like, man, fuck that shit. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. And it really don't. It really don't. I don't agree with the dude using my name. I really don't, but I don't agree with that. But it don't have nothing to do with it.
Look, this no lie. Josh told me last night. He say, man, honestly, I don't think that he will say that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he tell me about you. He like, I don't think that he would say that. Why all of a sudden would it come out now? You know what I'm saying? He like, I just don't think that he would say that. You said the same thing. Why would I say something all this time? Why would that be? So then for that, don't let nobody use your name like that and play with you like that on something that you know. Come on, that's not true. No, I ain't said that. That ain't what it is.
Yeah.
You know
but
what
I
I'm
ain't saying. But look, listen, bro. Like I told you, because the brothers called me this morning. All the Muslims, they called me this morning, and they like, look, brother. You know what I'm saying? I told them, man. I was like, man, the brother called me last night, and they was like, man, Abdullah, you can't forget what happened, the shit that you had to deal with inside the penitentiary. I said, yeah, that's understandable. I understand that. I said, I understand that. But I said, man, the cold part of it is about it. I said, man, I didn't do shit. I said, man, I didn't set this up. I didn't set this emotion.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't do none of that shit.
Yeah, but
and,
but let me tell you this. Any brother that's telling you something, homie, telling you, oh, don't forget this or don't forget that, bro. We all fighting our own demons, homie. We all got a demon. Before I could ever put something on anybody else, I'm fighting my own jihad within myself. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't never gotta live on nobody else's ill feelings or how they mistreated me. I got my own shit that I done to myself. I've been the devil to myself. You get what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like so I don't gotta stand on, oh well, this dude, used to bully me back in the day when I was in high school. Come on, nigga, you know how much shit I done done? You know how much stuff I done done to myself? You feel what I'm saying?
I'm my own man, bro.
Exactly.
I do what I want to do. I understand the nature of the situation. Don't get me wrong, bro.
Yeah.
I understand the nature of the situation. I understand all that shit. That's why I told him last night, I said, man, me and you can go find that dude ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I understand the nature of the situation.
But even trying to worry about any kid or anything like that, or whack or any one of them, all them niggas talking, they Twitter banging, they talking behind the fucking, these niggas in South Carolina, motherfucking, who know where they at? You know what I'm saying? They in Alabama somewhere. There ain't nobody coming outside. These niggas ain't coming outside like that for real. These niggas hiding in they fucking wherever the fuck they at. You gotta walk around and be over here and be over there. Don't let a nigga use your name like that. You feel what I'm saying? You going to the masjid over here, going over here like that. Man, don't let nobody play with you like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just real. The same way a nigga be like, bro, we don't take the word of no police. We don't take the word over no police. The same way it's like, come on, you don't let nobody play with your name.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I don't understand why it's a big thing, because the rule of thumb, the law, bro. Why is everybody tripping off that shit and they come from the police?
Because that's all ammo need, man. All a person need is a mustard seed or something that's gonna stir up some bullshit. You playing with a person's name, and it ain't just no regular person. You playing with somebody that really, you know what I'm saying, got love and really means something out here in the city. You know what I'm saying? So all I need is a mustard or smut, and I'ma run with it. So a nigga know, a real nigga know. We don't take the word of
Let me ask you something, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more than one dude from the neighborhood that's trying to do that stuff to the brother, man?
If it is, it might be. But if it is, the one thing that it's standing on is you. Because you talk to this nigga or talk to that nigga or whatever. So the one, let's just say it's 6 or 10 niggas from the neighborhood that feel like, oh, well, we feel like this. They still gotta have something to stand on. What is they standing on right now? The only thing they standing on right now is Eddieboy. They not standing on nothing else. Why them 10 niggas couldn't come and do this 3-4 years ago? Why it's coming out now? You get what I'm saying? They putting you in the fish fry bag. They shaking you up. You feel what I'm saying? So let's just be real. You think they're the only homies that got a problem with the homies? There ain't no one nigga that there's more. Anybody in you know how much shit niggas here in the hood? That ain't nothing new. But if you put all 10 of them niggas together collectively in one room, what they got to stand on? Nothing. But
not you, a goddamn thing.
You take you out the equation, and you speak to the truth and settle on truth. Then what they got to stand on? Nothing.
And they got shit to stand on, but it's simple. But it's simple.
Watch this go away.
Why? You see how simple it is, bro? How can you believe the word of the police in the rule of thumb of the game? And when you a part of that,
we don't listen. You know how many niggas that broke the rules in this game, cuz? It's a lot of dudes that done broke the rules in this game, bro. We know that. You get what I'm saying? The rules is broken. This shit been broken. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna stay true to the rules. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the rule is this. The rule is this, and this is real. We stand on truth. Straight up. So if you saying I didn't say that, that ain't what it is.
Man,
that ain't what happened.
I can tell that brother, man. Yeah,
you gotta stand on truth.
I don't believe with the police, with whatever the police is saying. I don't believe on that. I don't believe that shit.
So at some point in time today, let's just make that shit right. Get your head right, get your thoughts together, do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna tap back in with you later. But make it right, cuz I need you to do that, bro. Like for real, we gotta stand on truth, but we don't stand on nothing else. We gotta stand on that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no money, ain't no business, ain't nothing if we can't stand on truth. You get what I'm saying?
I don't care, but I don't care about no money.
So we
money.
gotta stand.
I don't want no motherfucking friend. Like I told you, if I was playing for bro.
So then that's good.
For my little brother.
Listen, so that's good. So then we both got them in agreement. We don't need their money. We don't need their offers. We don't need none of that. All we gonna do is settle on the truth. You know what I'm saying? And let's put that shit together and let's make that shit right. And you out the equation, and these brothers just gonna be sitting here scratching their head at the round table because now we gotta figure out what the fuck we gonna do now. But we can't use Eddieboy. You feel me?
And you know what, brother? The cool part about it is, man, it's like brothers don't even know the background of nothing, because I'm not scared of shit though, bro. And I just don't want to put myself in harm's way or nothing like that, you know, my family or nothing like that. But the thing is that, brother, I walked away from that shit and I let them do their thing.
He's a working girl.
And I respect that and keep doing the same thing. Walk away from it and let it be what it's gonna be. But speak the truth before you do that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you don't say nothing though, when you don't say nothing, it's like you in agreement with the bullshit. Especially
real quick, shout out Crenshaw Grinder. He was so adamant about not believing the police, but now we should believe the police. That's the gist of it. We only got about 3 more minutes, man. I'm gonna let Yael say the final word and close out, and we gonna be boom this. Y'all can catch us on Club. So there you have it. We'll get to the cowboy thing tonight with the live, but I had to show y'all that, man. Eddieboy admitting that you can't believe what the police say. The same thing last night. We heard Wack and Loose Cannon pressing him about because he didn't have nothing more than what the police said, man. So y'all remember what that is. COINTELPRO, them same tactics they use in snitch jacketing their targets, bro. Wack 100 also snitch jacketed me. So I'm quite sure I'm targeted for assassination and or incarceration. But I don't break the law, so they're going to have to kill me. If not, I'm going to be on here flaming their ass up. Hey, so hit bang that like button on your way out. This is the Damu Kiwe Conversation.